Hey guys, welcome back to Modeling Manhood. Out here in my little man cave where I get ready for hunting and doing all that fun stuff. I just wanted to tell you about my first story of a successful hunt with one of my kids. One of my boys, when he was a whole lot smaller than he is now, uh, we climbed up in the deer stand and he was between my legs sitting, and we were in an open ladder stand, and we were harnessed in, and I'm sitting up here and he's sitting down on the lower platform between my legs. And we had about 13 deer come out in front of us that night. And he's watching this small buck kind of roam around in front of us. And he's thinking that I'm going to shoot this buck. And I'm watching a buck that's coming in on my left side over here. And I'm thinking, this one's a little bigger. I'm going to take this one if it presents the opportunity. And my son was just between my legs, just shaking, and I would squeeze my legs to keep him from shaking. And it was kind of comical if I were to go back and actually have a video or replay this of how bad he was shaking. I was nervous because I was just hoping to see something that night, let alone take a shot. And we ended up having this buck come out kind of to meet the other buck that my son had watched because he didn't see this one coming in. And we were able to harvest that small buck that night and just celebrate. But it was just so funny just watching him shake. And you know what? We need to have the same reverence for our Father in heaven. At God's presence, we should be afraid. We should be scared. But we should also run to Him to calm all our worries and fears, kind of like my son between my legs that night. I just kept squeezing him tighter with my legs as he would shake more, and I would squeeze a little tighter. And the verse I'd like to share with you guys is in Exodus when Moses is called up to the mountain. In Exodus 19, starting in verse 18, at the sound of and the sound of the trumpet grew louder and louder. Moses spoke, and God answered him in thunder. I think I'd be shaking in my boots if God said, Isaac, in a loud, thunderous voice. I think I would be really afraid. And God answered him in thunder. The Lord came down on Mount Sinai to the top of the mountain, and the Lord called Moses to the top of the mountain, and Moses went up. And the Lord said to Moses, Go down and warn the people, lest they break through to the Lord and look, and many of them perish. So God's like, all right, you got to go back and tell the people, if they come up to the mountain, they're going to end up dying and perishing. And I'm sure as the people were down below, just like seeing all the thunder clouds and then hearing this voice in the cloud, they were probably shaken too, just like my son that night in the tree stand. And we need to make sure that we're clinging to the Father to calm all our fears and worries through the little difficulties and the big difficulties. And just go to Him, run after Him. He's the only one that can take care of all our anxiety and worries. We can be worrywart, as they say, but if we just trust in Him and look to Him to answer all our problems, He's willing and able to take care of it. And just like I was a good father that night to my son, and just trying to calm him and squeezing him and kind of put my legs around him while he's sitting there in the tree stand, He wants to do the same thing with us and just wrap His arms around us and tell us it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. We're going to get through this. We're going to get through this. Take a deep breath. You'll be okay. And we need to remember that. Run after Him with your whole heart, guys. Don't just give Him a little bit. Give Him everything you got. And that's my story for today. Glad that you guys joined us. And as always, remember to marry your Maker and journey with Jesus.